just saw this video, and I'll probably reply to it. There was a hyena eating, well, trying to eat a warthog. I'm guessing it was a baby because it was awfully small. Warthogs can get pretty fucking big. And they wouldn't just go after it one at a time. If it was a real warthog, that would be about the size of 4 hyenas. So that must have been a baby. But I like the video because it illustrates the battle we all face morally. You know, a lot of people don't like to see animals get gutted and brutalized by other animals, but in fact they should. You know, it's not us doing it to them. That's nature. Nature is cruel. And if you dislike that, then you need to be more so in favor of technology and plowing the landscape and shit. Because this is only what nature is. You know, nature is death, nature is disease, nature is pain and conflict and resolution and work, and it's horrible. Yes, you know. That's why you should be against nature. That's why I'm not, you know, all pro-nature. But it's good to see it because what was the difference between that warthog and hyena? I mean, besides the fact that it was probably a baby warthog. The fact was, as the hyena was nipping at its thighs and legs, the warthog could do nothing but squeal and run away. That is the difference between a carnivorous animal and a herbivore animal. I don't know if warthogs are herbivores. I think they eat meat too. But my point is that the warthog was not defending itself. It has tusks. Why wasn't it using them? I don't expect a warthog to actually be able to fend off a hyena, let alone a group of hyenas. But it should make it difficult for the hyena to eat it. It should make it have to work at it. That is why animals are equipped with, you know, whatever weapon they have at their disposal. Whether it's a gland that makes it extremely smelly, whether it's tusks, whether it's venom, whether it's, you know, just its claws or its speed. It always has something that makes it difficult for the hyena or whatever animal is after it to eat it. It has to make it worth its while. And it does that to try to motivate the animal not to eat it. But you notice the warthog wasn't doing anything, so he's food. And, you know, he's relatively tasty food, too, because most of us eat pig. We know how good pig tastes. And why do we eat pigs? Is it because they're so tasty? No, it's because they're docile. It's easy to farm them and eat them and kill them, because they don't fight back, usually. You know, the more wild hogs might, but even then, not as much as a lion or a hyena or something of that sort. That is the difference between people as well as animals. There are some people that are domesticated and docile and just let things happen and they get walked all over, and there are people that fight back. I'm not saying you'll always win. You have to choose your battles carefully, and sometimes you're going to get your ass kicked, and metaphorically and quite literally. But there is no reason to just squeal and squander and flail and let it happen. You have to fight back. You have to make the predator second guess itself in fighting with you and trying to devour you. That is why you defend yourself. That is why you hold convictions. It isn't because they'll always win out in the end. It isn't because they're always the correct option. It is because you have to make it to where the predators second guess themselves and doubt ever going after you in the first place. You have to make it to where they think, well, you know, it's not worth the effort. I'll go hunt something else. I'll go hunt something else that isn't quite so challenging and so traumatic. It's a loss of profit. It's a loss of revenue. And in the animal kingdom, that loss of revenue comes in the form of they get injured, they get bruised, they're just tired, you know. And in the human world, it's finances, it's society, it's rule of law. You have to make them expend energy. You have to exhaust them in order to gain anything. In order to win, in order to survive, you have to fight. And this is just common knowledge. And this is the difference between communism and fascism. Fascism believes that this is the way things should be, that people should all be vicious beasts and warriors, and the conflict is beautiful and amazing, and that, you know, it makes the best out of every living thing. Whereas communism believes it is a means to an end. We don't have to live this way. We don't have to undergo these traumatic experiences, and we don't have to be food. But we do have to be willing to fight to not be food. That is the difference. I believe that is the tenets of your political ideology and your spirituality. And now watch, nobody's going to pay attention, and there's going to be like 5 fucking trolls on my page, but that is the truth. And that's it.